A rose does not start a rose. It must submerge out of the dirt into a beautiful, beautiful flower. What does a man give you to show acts of love? A rose. And this is worldwide. A rose is considered the most beautiful flower of all the flowers internationally. So, with that being said, welcome back to our channel, Rosebuds. I know you're a rosebud if you're watching this. Obviously, we love each other.
I didn't know you had a little cute speech, but
welcome back to our channel, Rosebuds. If you are new here, please go ahead and click that subscribe button down below to become a part of our cyber family. And if you're already a part of our cyber family, thank you so much for rocking with us, Rosebuds. I feel like we haven't done a sit down in a while, right? Like,
it's been a minute.
It's been a long little minute. We've been like vlogging and vlogging and vlogging and vlogging and living and vlogging and living and vlogging, but we need to do a sit down and chat. You know, this is where Today we're going to talk about why the dating scene is not date scening, okay? And we're going to talk about what we can do as mothers to help this situation for the future daughters to have a better selection of men to choose from for marriage, right? Because hopefully that's the purpose of dating. Have you ever heard the saying, do as I say, not as I do? That's a very, very, very silly saying to me, because children in particularly, they learn off of what they see, especially at young ages. A great example of this is my 3-year-old son. I have an 8-year-old son who happens to have an underbite. And it's actually scientifically proven that, especially in young age, they will copy even like expressions that they see of, you know, the people closest to them. So my 3-year-old son does not naturally have an underbite. My 8-year-old son, he does. We're paying a lot of money right now currently to fix my 8-year-old son's underbite, but now the 3-year-old is like pushing his jaw out. So we have to constantly remind him, like, hey, stop that, hey, stop that, hey, stop that. The dentist told us to make sure you don't allow him to just do that, because we have muscle memory. So his muscle memory will start to just automatically do that, and he'll give himself this problem that doesn't really, you know, that he doesn't really have. With that being said, it's a proven scientific fact that children mimic behaviors that they see, down from facial expressions to the way you walk, talk. They mimic what they see. Imitation learning is a thing. And so in our household, we actually very consciously make a decision to show our children, you know, affection and a healthy marriage, and what that looks like by demonstrating that behavior to them. A lot of men don't know how or don't feel comfortable showing affection to women, simply because, not because they're bad men, but simply because they've never seen this affection given to their mothers. So how can they demonstrate that love or affection if they don't even know what it looks like? We feel like demonstrating and showing our children a healthy level of affection, a healthy level of love, and everything that kind of, you know, naturally when parents are married and we're in under one roof, rather not you like argue right in front of your children will know when like you're mad at your man, or mad at your husband, or vice versa. Like, okay, mommy's mad at dad. Yeah, there's a conflict going on. Okay, it's good for them to see that. And it's good for them to see conflict resolution. Right,
they obviously need positive examples of how to get through that, just like they need positive examples for everything. Yeah, affection and love and everything. So it's all like a healthy balance, and it's all through demonstration of a child. So we have a lot of men today, and we wonder why the dating pool is so poor right now, and not monetarily, but like just poor, I guess, like value of men, quality, poor quality of men. It's because these men, a lot of men, unfortunately, statistically, in one group more than another, have not seen
what a healthy marriage looks like.
How to treat a woman.
They have not seen their mothers being loved properly. They have not seen a man in the household. They have not seen what true agape love is. They have not seen what a man loving a woman at her worst is. So they don't understand it. And that is where this big rise in the word sip comes from. It's like, I've never seen that. You're sip. You know, like, why are you, she's at her words. I would leave her. You're a sip. You stayed. You know what I'm saying? And it's proven that kids thrive way, way more in a household where two parents are married and two parents are working out these situations. So in order to break these generational curses, you guys, we have to make a conscious decision that I'm not going to leave my husband or I'm not going to leave my wife because they are going through things. I'm going to demonstrate to my children what it looks like to be in a true marriage and to truly believe in the vows of marriage. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, with the marriage, you take vows, and those vows commit you to someone, and for you to...
Commitment. Yeah, commitment is a big word.
For you to leave when it's hard or have excuses to why you don't accept things and stuff like that, or put pride above your relationship.
Pride, yeah. Yes. Pride and commitment, yes.
So if your pride gets in the way, it's like, oh, I can't do this for my girl because then I'm going to look a certain way.
Yes. Ooh, yes.
Your relationship should be catering to each other, and that's going to make you feel like someone might call you that, then, I mean...
I feel like that's very little boy. So like, oh, I'm not going to do this for this woman because other men are going to look at me like weak, when in reality, those other men are in fact very, very weak.
Please don't worry about what other men are going to say about you.
That's weak, yeah.
Your commitment.
Yeah.
Your life.
Everybody knows behind every strong, solid man is a strong, solid female. So...
Now, we be the head. What are you, babe? You'll be my neck at least.
No, I'm your spine. Literally, the spine holds the entire body together.
It works.
Yeah. So, and I feel like that's what women are. So, yeah, you are the head, but I'm the spine. There's literally, like, how you gonna have a head without a spine?
Well, you know, you guide us the way you want to go, and will help us get there.
We must demonstrate to our children, to our sons, what healthy affection is, and it is so, so very important.
And I think it's the way like our country was created in America, because other countries have no issue with this, no hang up with this, and I've noticed this since I was a kid.
Yeah. From
what was on TV. Now, granted, some things have gotten over the top with certain things and whatnot like that, but worrying about over-sexualizing your partnership and your relationship, and not being able to express love in front of your children because you're some reason that you might be worried that they're going to, I don't know, perceive it or over-sexualize affection between your life.
Yeah.
It's a hang-up. It's some sort of hang-up that we have in America, and giving my wife a kiss, hugs, everything, picking her up, just being very much in love with my wife is a great example.
It is a great example
of what we should be doing.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah.
I love this woman, and I'm going to have her right here, and I'm going to give her my kisses, and you're just going to have to watch.
Yes. Okay, so kids need to see mommy and daddy hug. Kids need to see mommy and daddy kiss. Kids need to see daddy wipe mommy's tears. Kids need to see, you know, I would even say kids need to see conflict and healthy resolution. This is all a part of a healthy marriage. I don't think that in a healthy marriage, that means we don't argue at all. No, in a healthy marriage, we argue, we have disagreements, but we have a healthy way of resolving our conflicts and figuring out the solution. You know, we're not yelling and cursing and throwing things and breaking things because, you know, then
again, imagine if that's all they saw.
That's what they're going to repeat. Yes.
That's all they saw with the household. Okay, so the partnership is aggressive behavior. It's confrontation, it's conflict. But then we go and we hide the affection from it. Because you know you're never going to hide your arguments fully in front of kids. You try to be a little respectful, not do this in front of kids, but you gotta show.
But we're energy beings, so even if you can maybe go in a room and hide it, but the kids still feel that there's
like,
conflict.
Dad, why is mom mad at you? Or, you know, hey, what's this? And our kids are so good. Honestly, Raiden will chime in sometimes and he'll be like, Dad, good job, you said the right thing to Mom.
They are so good. Oh my gosh, sometimes Roz will be, so Brett's back will be facing, Brett will be looking at me. So his back is facing Roz, and Roz is right here behind Brett. And so Brett will be like, hey Rose, are you gonna say sorry? And I'll be sitting there like this. And then Roz will be behind Brett like, and I love that. That just tells me I did a great, or we did a great job raising them this far.
Right, and that's, again, our conflict resolution with that. Because if for some reason we were just being stubborn and we didn't work it out, hey, you were wrong, would you like to apologize?
Yeah.
Or...
I actually never told you that Roz does that. He does that, like, all the time. He'll be behind you, like, and then he'll be telling me, like, no, give him a hug.
Yes, that's Raiden for you.
Really?
Yeah, and then sometimes he does it where he takes my steam because he says it too loud. So yeah, I was gonna, you said it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't want to discourage him from knowing what to do properly.
It. Even though your pride is in a way you don't want to do it because he told you to do it.
Well, I also don't want to discourage him from knowing what's the right thing to do.
Right, yeah.
So, but again, pride is the issue sometimes, so.
You can't have a healthy marriage when too much pride is involved.
Yeah,
I swear, it's so hard.
You lose a lot of that. Pride, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be so hard, y'all, because I'd be like, no. Like, just yesterday, I got mad at Brett, and Brett was like, Rose, come here. I actually said it out loud, because if you need to say it out loud, girl, say it and do it. But I was literally like, okay, a wife is submissive, while I was walking to him.
And it broke the ice of
I was
what were we even arguing about?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm a submissive wife, and I like did what he told me to do.
I can't remember what we were, something stupid, very stupid.
Yeah.
And it wasn't an argument, but it was like a little conflict, and it's like, hey, this is silly, this isn't something we're going to be mad about. Let's solve it.
But that pride, girl, I did not want to.
Yeah, it does still get there.
You told me to come. Ew, no.
And it's something, we do have our faults, and that's what we're working on too. Like I need to display more affection with my wife and communicate things a little better, and she needs to kick her pride out the door and work on that a little better.
And you maybe did not feel comfortable with that in the beginning very much, huh? Because why? He did not have that demonstration growing up at all whatsoever. And mom and dad's relationship is great. I say mom and dad, I'm talking about his mom and dad. They've been married since they were they've been together since they were like 16. They're great, but they don't like, baby, I love you, you're beautiful, hug, kiss. They don't. They're like more country and more different type of people. And so he did not see that growing up. I hope that makes sense to you guys. If you want to break generational curses, if you want better husbands in the future, if you want more loving wives in the future, we have to demonstrate this to our children. We can't be talking in our... I've heard some people talking on the phone, girl, in front of children. I'm the child, and I'm hearing, girl, F this N-word. He ain't S-H-I-T, And then women grow up like, F-a, like all the songs, all the rap songs and everything. We don't need free, F-boy free. But yeah.
I mean, you censored that so much, I have no clue.
I know, because that's how bad the rap songs are these days, literally. I'm F-R-E-E-S-N free. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, you did. Oh, no. Not growing up, I'm saying today. Yeah, like that's why the women are so masculine today. And that takes me to another point. Men don't want masculine women. And I see in the comments like, oh my gosh, she's so emotional, she cries so much. And I love this space in my marriage where I'm allowed to be and I'm allowed to do that. Men really do prefer that over a loud, yelling, masculine, energy woman.
I'll take you at your weakness for sure.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And that's something I want you guys to, I really do. I want you guys, you women that's watching.
That's when you know, and maybe it's primitive, but that's when you know as a man, it's my turn to step in or something. Mm-hmm. She's having a weak moment or whatever, she's vulnerable, trying to step in. Yeah. And Yeah, versus what? Try to be tough.
But do you agree that these women today, they're all like, they're sad, but they're like, they express it in anger. Like, girl, F you, you know, like just ready to like, even in their relationship, like F you N-word, you know, like men. I'm a black woman, so I'm speaking from things that I've seen, you know, in my personal life, okay? What I have seen is
I've seen it on these streets.
You ain't S-H-I-T, you know? That doesn't make a man say, oh, she's angry at me. Let me fix this. That doesn't make a man say that. When you like show like, okay, you hurt me, you know, like you're more empathetic. They rock with that a lot more than masculine energy, okay? And I feel like women today, I feel like men today are too soft a bit, and women today are too hard.
We're all eating plastic and and the hormones.
Yeah, but if you do want a man, a true man, he doesn't want all that. And I feel like we're mimicking what we've seen growing up. We're mimicking the relationships and what we've seen in our household, and then we're wondering, how many of you guys came from a single mother and are now a single mother, right? But how many of you came from seeing affection and now you're able to give that in your household, right? But some of us can have come from a single mother, like me. My mom and dad were married till I was about 7, and then they split up, you know? And I literally used to think, I used to play, how many of us played Barbie dolls? And we would make the Barbie doll cuss and be mad and get in an argument. I couldn't wait to have a boy. This is how deep it is, y'all. Please comment down below if you have the same experience. Comment down below, I've had that experience. Just comment I've had, because I truly want to know. How many of us couldn't wait to have a boyfriend so we could get in an argument? And because we felt like that was cool. It was, I swear to goodness, when I was like 13, I couldn't wait to have a boyfriend so I could like argue with my boy. Like, yeah, me and him arguing right now. Like, I thought that was cool because that's how toxic I've seen, you know. And then when you come to a point where you realize and you have enough, you're smart enough to realize that this.
From that, because that's wild. I've never heard that in my life.
Absolutely, I'm so sure that it's much more people that look like me, that women that look like me, that have had the same experience where they couldn't wait to get a boyfriend so they could get an argument. Because that's how toxic, you know, that's what we grew up in.
It blows my mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit back.
Yeah. You're gonna sip your tea. Well, you literally came from parents that were married since they were 16. So we have very different, very different experiences. You are smart enough to realize, okay, this is not it. This is not working. You're smart enough to do the research and the statistics. You're smart enough to know the benefits of putting God first, your spouse after, and your kids after that. You're smart enough to have done the research and figured out why that's important in your household and how your children benefit drastically from that. Then you can make a change and you can break generational curses. So I just want to remind you guys to be mindful of imitation learning in your household and how that will affect the men of the future, and I guess the women too, because the men of the future are our daughters right now, they're their husbands. If that makes, did I say that right?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, and subscribe. What is this little, what is this? What is this? Let me see. Come up, whatever you are. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? Ah, he's so extra.